My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Hustle. Not The Hustle with Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway, not Hustle Laws with Jennifer Lopez, but Hustle with Adam Sandler. And this is a movie that I was going to watch when it first came out, but I'm like, you know what? I don't really care about it. But then I started to hear really good things, so I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And I'm glad I did. It's not a great movie. It's nothing you haven't seen already, but it does a really good job with everything. But let's begin talking about the performances, first with Adam Sandler, and I do think he's good in this movie. I do think people tend to overrate performances whenever a comedic actor takes a more dramatic tone. You know, I've heard some people say he's amazing here, it's one of his best performances, and I don't think that's true, but he still does a really good job. You've got, hear me out here, Jean-Charles Hernan Gomez. He plays the big, tall basketball player, and he's really good here. You've got Queen Latifah, who I'm not really a fan of as an actress, but she's very likable here. Then you've got Ben Foster, who I think is such a great, underrated actor. You know, if you've seen him in movies like Hell or High Water or Sweet and Tuluma, he's really great. But I think this is a weaker performance of his. I don't think he's great here, and I don't think his character's written in the best way. You've got Robert Duvall, who's not in this movie a bunch, but I liked him in the short time he is in it, and the rest of the cast does do a good job. And that's pretty impressive when you consider the fact that lots of these people aren't actors, but they're actually basketball players. I like that about this movie. It feels authentic in some ways. And then this movie's directed by Jeremiah Zagar, who did this one movie back in 2018. Never saw it, but I think I might just check it out now because I think this guy has a lot of potential. There is a unique vision on display. Like, I thought the cinematography and the editing were real big standouts of this movie, and it allowed it to stand out. And there's a lot of montages in this movie, but they put it together in a very impactful way where you just want to get up and go for a run afterwards and just be like, yes, let's do this. It really pumps you up in certain moments. And just saying, for the amount of montages they are, when you consider the fact of how much footage they have to shoot, combine that with the editing and the music, it really all comes together incredibly well. And I love the score by Dan Deacon, I believe is the guy's name. I thought it was great and elevated certain moments. So I think filmmaking wise, this is a very solid movie. And I think this guy has a great future ahead of him. Like, it could have felt like any other sports movies, but he elevates it throughout. And like I said, the story is simple. It's nothing new, but it's told effectively. You buy the growth of these characters and the relationship as the movie progresses, and you also feel the stakes. You know, Adam Sandler really believes in this guy, and he does things that could have huge ramifications for his life, but he's so certain of his belief in this guy. So you really do feel the stakes, and I love the way it ends. It ends on a very strong, feel-good note. I do have a few issues. This movie's just under 2 hours long. I don't think it needed to be that long, especially when you get into the last section. It feels a little too long. I think you could have shaved about 15 minutes out of it. Some of the dialogue is off at the beginning, and there's this one joke where Adam Sandler's trying to talk to the one guy, and he's translating on his phone, and he's saying stuff that obviously sounds dirty, and then he's shocked when people react like he said something that sounded dirty. And I just hate this kind of joke. There was actually one really good joke early on about a guy who's trying to come across like he's 22. And there was this one time jump in the first act of this movie, and it does feel a little jarring. So, look, the story is nothing new. There are issues I have with the writing and some decisions made, but I think it's got some strong performances here. The directing is really great, and it's just a simple feel-good movie, and sometimes that's all you need. I definitely recommend you check this one out, so I'm going to go ahead and give Hustle a 6 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Hustle? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, Stay tuned for some more videos soon, and Gavin,